The law of prosperity is generosity. If you want more, give more. Bob Proctor. Grand Rising! If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your consistent support. Before I start, I want to apologize for being a little late, and I know you're going to be like, it's okay, Joseph, it's just a 4 minutes. But those that know me, I am very anal when it comes to time, my time and others people's time. But anyway, I just want to explain to you, just to give you an idea. I say I'm gonna one day do a recording so you all know what goes into each meditation, what my ritual, my practices before going on live. So one of the things where, so I don't know if you all read the descriptions that I place on YouTube, Instagram, even Facebook. Facebook, I don't usually do a video recording. I just post a link. But even then, I give a description, an intro of each meditation. So as I was doing typing up the description, mind you, I already had the script. The script was done half hour, 45 minutes before, maybe an hour before the actual going on live, starting the live stream. But as I was typing up the description that I had on YouTube, I go on YouTube first. I was like, that doesn't quite hit the points I want to convey. Um, for me personally, when someone explains or introduces something to me, I like you to make it plain. Not only how the thing works, but why it works. And I try to put that in a description. Each description, I try not to make it extend more than a paragraph. So when I was typing up what I already had, the description I already had, I'm like, that's not it. So I went back to the drawing board. What is generosity and why does how does generosity benefit us? I did not put this in the description. Again, the mind, this is how my mind is working today. So as I was running to get myself freshened up, cleared up, dressed up for you all this morning, this also popped in my mind, just like with anything else, like forgiveness. Generosity, it of course benefits the other person that we are being generous and kind and sharing to. But what I don't know, what at least me, let me keep it with me. Sometimes I forget generosity benefits the giver as well. And let's get into that. First of all, generosity is the act of giving and sharing without, and let me repeat that. Generosity is the act of giving and sharing without expecting anything in return. That is so crucial. A lot of times, and just my experience in this earth plane, even in the news, you see a lot of incidences when someone deletes another person. A lot of times it's because someone owed them something. Most of the times it's money. Generosity, when you give without respecting in return, that alleviates that situation, that heartache, that stress, that hurt in and of itself. And I tell people all the time, that is the way I practice as well. Most of the times when I give, I truly give. It's nice if they return it. Now, if I expect it in return, I will let you know this is a loan. But if most of the times when I give, I don't expect it in return. Or let me correct that. I know I will get it in return, but not always in the form that I gave it to someone. Does that make sense? Generosity can also be shown in many ways. I touched on this. This is including with your time, talents, or treasure. Generosity encourages us to perceive others in a more positive light and fosters a sense of community, a feeling of interconnectedness. Generosity makes you and those around you happier. Remember, it doesn't only benefit others, it benefits us as well. Giving makes us happier. It encourages others and inspires them to be better than before. For generosity lives in your actions. Today's meditation is a chance to visualize generosity in action. But before we start today's practice, I'm asking you to exhibit generosity in action by please hitting those like buttons. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button right now. Thank you. Don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now, these may seem like small gestures to you, but to me, to this platform, it is huge. And it would greatly help with my algorithms. Again, thank you. All right. With that all being said, let's begin. So let your body settle as you rest in its gentle, soothing rhythms. Slow down your breathing and let your mind clear. And release any tension inside. Now, see if you can imagine what generosity looks like to you right now. Imagine yourself being generous to others. Imagine others being generous to you. And just be here with these visions for a bit, simply observing generosity in action. Now feel a sweet smile on your face as you sit in the good feelings of generosity. What does generosity in action look like for you today? Now, when you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste. A short, but I hope you felt it was an impactful meditation today. And if you liked today's meditation, if you haven't already done so, please click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. I apologize. There's something in my left eye, and it's aggravating me, but I get through this. So it is at this time I would like, see, I knew it was going to be a short meditation. That's why I wanted to take my time before the practice to really share with you all, but rather remind you all, because you've all heard this before about what generosity is. And if you've heard it for the first time about how generosity not only benefits others, but it benefits you. I hope it's something you are able to accept as well. So it is at this time I like to check the comment section to see if anyone has placed any comments pertaining to today's generosity in action practice. So I see on YouTube, oh, okay, a lot of, so I can't see the beginning, but I know Miss Pat was on, is online. She was first online, and as usual, she being my biggest cheerleader out here. Well, she's not the biggest cheerleader. I have others, but one of my big cheerleaders, as she's reminding us to comment, like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Grand rising to you, Miss Pat. Thank you for your support. Miss German is on here. I can't see, and nor do I remember what your opening greeting it was, but grand rising to you, Miss German. Miss Pamela is on here, as she says, it's hump day, hashtag global. Yes, it's the middle of the work day, y'all, halfway through it. Miss German says it's wonderful Wednesday, hashtag global. I like that. I'm going to borrow that as I go into work. I like to give them some clever greeting. Usually I would say it's Wellness Wednesday, but I like Wonderful Wednesday. And the beautiful thing is that we have the power to make our day wonderful. Grand rising to you again. Miss Pamela says, I affirm today that I am what I think I am. There is more joy in giving than in receiving. I am a generous giver from my heart. Now I hate to pick on y'all comments. I hate to what's the word that I'm looking for? Um Whatever. I can't think of it right now. But I had to kind of beg to differ. I know they go out there, and I know you've heard it's better to give than to receive, but I think they're kind of equal. I think it's equal. I think that we get there's a lot of benefits from receiving as well. See, I'm one person who took that saying to heart. It's better to give than receive. That it was difficult for me to receive things from others, even to this day. I have to work on me whenever someone just out of the blue does a random act of kindness towards me. And my mind start working, my ego start working. What is their alternative motive? I don't need help. I could do this. So I want to tweak that a little bit. It is good to give as well as is good to receive. They have equal benefits. They both are powerful. I think with everything, there has to be a balance. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you for that comment. Thank you for sharing that, Miss Pamela. Miss Marvarine is in the house and she says, "Good morning, Rev. I received that." Grand rising to you, Miss Marvarine. Miss Talisa is in the house and she says, "Grand rising, handsome. Grand rising, beautiful. Prayer chaplain, reading my mind as always." And she says, "Happy 4th of July Eve meditation, fam!" Exclamation points. I am generous. You are generous. We are generous with our time, talents, and gifts to others and ourselves. Yes, that in a nutshell is the message I am sharing. I hope that you take with you doing today. Thank you for sharing that. Grand rising to you, prayer chaplain, and a happy 4th of July Eve to you as well. My sister from another mother, speaking of, see, that's why I said I couldn't say Miss Pat is my biggest cheerleader, because my sister from another mother, Miss Kioka, she always is reminding me, always uplifting me of who and what I am. Starting with #global. So I want to thank each and every one of you with the #globals. Thank you for touching and agreeing, because this is a global message indeed. So may it reach out to those throughout this globe. May they be reminded that first they are loving, they are loved, and so is everyone else out there. One form of expression, one form of love in expression is generosity. So my prayer, my claim, my meditation is that all those that hear my words and those who don't hear my words, may they be touched this morning, this afternoon, this evening with the energy of generosity. May it uplift them. As we said, generosity it comes in many forms, not only money, even a kind word. As we send this energy out, may they just be touched by this vibration. And may that uplift them and inspire them. And so it is. So Miss Kioka says, #Facebook, #IG, #TikTok. What she's saying here, she is talking about all my different social media platforms. She's on YouTube, so that's why she didn't put #YouTube. She's also continues by saying #stage director. I love her because I always tell people I'm a stage manager, and she always helping me see just a little higher. Stage director. I received that also by #lector. That's LECTOR. So I'm currently adding lector into my resume. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for touching and agreeing. I love you for that. Love you for other reasons too. Miss Pat said, "This is so true. What you are speaking on, generosity. Thanks for sharing this with us today. You're quite welcome. Thank you for touching and agreeing." Miss Pat says, "Hit that like button right now." I don't know if that's how she said it, but that's I love it. Oh wow, a lot, y'all. I get a lot. Y'all need to tune off. You can, but I'm just going to ask you to just hold on for 5 more minutes. I have some announcements, but I just want to read your comments. I love when you give me your feedback and you share, especially on the topic at hand. So Miss Pat says, I don't know no other way to be even when it may feels or look like someone are doing wrong to me. I can't worry about it because it will come back to them. Okay, all right. So uh, I'm gonna try to interpret what, or at least share what my take of that. So when given, we can't worry about how it is also received by someone else. Especially sometimes people are just gonna be nasty just for the sake of being nasty. But we have to be mindful that giving has a lot to do with you too. You benefit from the giving, even if it's not received well from the person you giving to. Be mindful that it's a practice. You're practicing your prosperity. You practicing your abundance. So don't let anyone's um lack of receptivity discourage you from giving. That's my take on that, Miss Pat. You keep me honest. Miss German says generosity shows us how much we have to give and how much good we can accomplish. That's prosperity and abundance in a nutshell. Thank you for sharing that, Miss German. Miss Talisa says today's motivation complements yesterday's meditation. Yes, yes, it does. Thank you for being my totally in this present moment, Miss Talisa. Miss Pat says, Amen. Okay. Oh, I have some beautiful people on IG. If they still on here, Sports Chick also Prayer Chaplain on YouTube is on both platforms. Thank you for the activity on both platforms as she types in hashtag global. Thank you for the hashtag globals. Miss Pat is also on both platforms. I'm trying to give y'all the virtual wave as she types in hashtag global as well. USA, Brazil man is in the house. A new friend of mine. I told y'all one of the things I've been working on of lately is extending, going outside of these four walls, self-care, enjoying my company. Speaking of giving, generosity, when you give of self, your positive energy, it attracts like-minded souls. And I like to say USA Brazil man is one of them. Grand rising to you, my friend. My healer extraordinaire, Miss Bernie, is in the house. Grand rising to you, USA Brazil man. Oh, speaking to me. Good morning, my friend. My first session I caught most was needed as I pulled an all-nighter working. Yes, yes. Thank you for that feedback. See, and generosity, it recharges us too. So I know you working on this big project of yours. Um, and we know all is well, it's done. You and I have been talking, and I appreciate you for reminding me that we can only do what we can do. Let the universe higher power take care of the rest. And so it is. Brazil, USA Brazil man equals Randy. I know who you are. I don't like to give people's government on social media unless they gave me permission, and you gave me permission. So yes, Randy is in the house. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that more than you know, your presence. All right, let's draw this to a close. It's 29 after. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me in today's meditation on this Wellness Wednesday, on this wonderful Wednesday, on this day, we are reminded that if we want more, we have to give more. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be only by giving of our money, of our treasure. It also can mean giving more of your time to speak more compassionately to someone else. When we realize that we live in an abundant universe that is always given to us, it becomes easier to give of ourselves. And so it is. Please note, this is what I wanted y'all to hold on a little longer for. And this is why I want to thank Miss Prayer Chaplain for setting the segue for me. Please note that in the States, in the United States, tomorrow is Independence Day. So I invite you to join me tomorrow morning as we reflect on our independence and what that truly means. All right, I saw another comment on there. I love my ladies. Miss Talisa is telling us that 6 watching, only 5 likes. Hit the like button. Yes, yes. Unless y'all didn't like it, or unless y'all don't want nobody else to know y'all watching me, hit those like buttons. 6 on YouTube, so I should be seeing 6 likes. Also, those of you on IG, hit those like buttons, please, 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 please. All right. So until then, until we meet again, let's be generosity in action. Peace and many blessings. Mwah.